back to the JpeG Podcast, episode 15. We are still in June.
We are.
I'm Jerry.
I'm Greg.
And welcome to the podcast.
Glad y'all are here.
Yeah, totally. So it's been a amazing, I guess, past weekend for movies and releases and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I looked at Rotten Tomatoes and pretty much everything that was opening this week was certified fresh.
Oh my gosh, it was so rotten.
No, I said certified fresh, my man.
Sorry, opposite.
Not rotten.
Not rotten. Tomatoes were just
Flying
left
and right.
You know, the organic kind, the kind that you pay more for.
If they're organic, then it's considered praise if you're on stage and they're thrown at you. But if they're not,
Right.
no, it's a classic tomato.
I would prefer, if I am on stage, that you would throw a bag of tomatoes rather.
A sack?
A sack. You know, how many do you think are in a sack?
A sack-o-mato?
A satchel, preferably.
I'd say 12 to 17.
Okay, that's a fair amount. I mean, I could use that for, like, pizzas, you know.
Pizza?
Yeah, pizza.
I suppose if you're one of those that can, like, truly, go from tomato to tomato sauce.
Oh, dude, I could smash a tomato.
I mean, yeah. I just sit on that joint and smashes. You know what I'm saying right there?
Oh, shoot. But what we were referring to, and most importantly, also the color red, is Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Well, she red, white, and blue, kind of. Well, burgundy, I guess, gold. But Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Yes, woman of not steel. No, she's not made of steel. but
She
again,
likes the Man of Steel. Maybe
she did. Well, she's gonna be in a movie with. No, she's not.
Oh.
Did you see the previews for the Justice League?
Yes.
I don't think Superman was in it.
No. So
Bums me out.
So what I learned was,
yeah,
I didn't see the Batman versus Superman that came out.
Okay, you didn't see that movie?
I didn't see it because it didn't get that good ratings.
It didn't.
I was like, whatever.
So I would say you are and you aren't missing much.
So I find out now,
Yeah.
spoiler alert, that Wonder Woman sort of takes off from that.
Yes.
In the beginning of Wonder Woman, they deal with a leftover from Batman v Superman.
Oh. Well, yeah. I thought the preview was pretty cool looking.
But yeah, it's to your point.
Yeah.
From there, it was weird to see a preview of an upcoming movie with Wonder Woman in it. That I was going to see a movie with Wonder Woman in it.
Yeah. I did think that was weird
But
too.
I get it.
But it's something else to kind of look forward to, and at the same time, it's like, well, I wish you kind of. I guess you can't show previews at the end of movies though, so it wasn't something they could have saved.
Yeah, I
mean, whatever.
I don't have a problem with it.
No.
DC's got a lot of ways to catch up to Marvel, so they're really pumping this joint out.
Speaking of pumping this joint out, Gal Gadot, the woman that played Wonder Woman.
She's a wonderful woman.
Wonderful woman from Israel.
Israeli.
And she had an outstanding performance, hands down. The way that she portrayed Wonder Woman, again, this is a very woman-powerful movie. No pun intended, but it's just very, women, can also be a superhero and, kick-ass, basically.
Yeah, I mean, they're literally Amazon women.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. I haven't really followed
the comics,
the Wonder Woman comic or lore or anything like that, so I didn't know that.
Me neither.
And I don't know if that's where, like, in everyday not everyday conversation, but you say, oh man, that like a tall chick or whatever, that's like an Amazon chick,
right?
Is that
from that?
That from Wonder Woman comics or whatever?
Stemming off of that, yeah, I never thought of that.
Chicken or egg?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
It is interesting though, and I kind of like how they obviously they usually start with like a little version of this person and growing up and stuff, but I think they did a really good job with it because they didn't show like a way too long interpretation of her growing up. It was kind of like just the right amount, and then they just got into okay, now we're going to talk about it and show you how much she can kick ass. So,
yeah, they introduced you to her like personality sort of when she was
a little girl,
like 8.
Yeah,
cute girl, by the way. She had me laughing when she was like on the top, like
yeah,
it was funny. And then slowly, quickly goes through her like teens and maybe early 20s, and it's like whatever, she's training.
Right.
No BS here.
And then Chris Pine shows up.
Oh,
Chris Pine and your blue eyes.
Is that
That's the guy that plays Stephen Trevor.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is, dude. He's from Star Trek. So just like in Star Trek, he fell out of the sky into the ocean. Spoiler alerts, by the way. We've kind of already given away the beginning of the movie, so if you haven't seen it, please go and check it out. But spoiler alerts from here on. We should have disclosed that at the beginning.
I mean, we haven't really given away too much plot.
True, but Chris Pine is awesome in the movie.
Yes, he is.
He's kind of like that comic relief, I would say, and he and Gal have like this really cool chemistry together.
Sure. Yeah, he reminded me of Chris Evans.
Yes.
As Captain America.
Yeah.
Steve Rogers.
Yeah, actually.
That's really similar characters.
That's true, actually.
Oh, Mickey Blue Eyes.
But except that's Marvel.
Mickey,
that's Marvel, dude. It's not,
I know, but it was like from the 40s and the 20s.
Yeah. I tell you what, that clothing time era that they have, the clothing that they wear, I love that because it reminds me of a TV show called Peaky Blinders. I don't know if you've heard of that. Yeah, really great show. The outfits that they wear for that is the same similar time frame.
Well, 20s.
Well, no, that's true.
Teens and 20s.
Yeah. So, like, the collars with, like, the pin that goes through the back of the tie. Like, really...
The gallon fedoras.
Yeah, really fresh. I really like that look. And then the women, like, you know, they were known to completely cover up almost.
Her final form was good.
Very good. Yes.
Everything else before that was a little funky.
But even still, it was kind of like...
But on purpose, though.
Yeah. But even still, she was kind of in, like, a business-type suit for a woman. Yeah. But this movie... For my overall thoughts, it's got tons of action. It's not too, like, there's not too much hilarity and comedy, but there's just the right amount. And it also shows you some seriousness, and you get really attached to all of the characters that come out in the movie. Additionally, this movie so far has over 100 million in the U.S. box office. That's what it's made so far. And if you include the international sales, it's 220 mil. Oh. Which is crazy. So it's the largest blockbuster for a female director, Patty Jenkins. And I saw some video of her kind of trying to go over what she wanted to accomplish for the making of this movie. And she didn't want it to be like too much in your face, like, you know, women power and stuff, which, you know, not opposed to, but she did it well.
Yeah, so I like it. I love that we find... I don't know. I guess you could say this is the first female lead superhero movie.
Yep, definitely.
I can't really think of anything other than like Catwoman.
Right, yeah. That's true. Like Catwoman
But she was like questionable. She wasn't like a superhero.
Was she the main character in that movie either?
Yeah, it was a horrible movie with Halle Berry.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
It's one of the worst
Didn't do very well.
Cinema.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor, or... Don't do yourself a favor. Hurt yourself. Go to YouTube and look up Catwoman basketball scene, and you'll cry.
Okay.
It's the worst.
I don't know if I'm going to check that.
You're talking about the characters. I talked with my friend who's a member of the Crow Nation of Native Americans.
Oh, okay.
And she was getting super excited because... The Indian in the movie, the Native American.
Yeah.
He actually speaks Blackfoot, is it?
The language?
Yes. Yeah. He speaks the language Blackfoot.
Interesting.
I missed it.
I didn't catch when he said it.
It was a real quick...
Who did he say it to?
It was when they first met him, and he was like, his people took my stuff or whatever.
Oh. But before that.
I missed it, but it's cool.
Yeah.
That actor's name was Eugene Braverock.
So he was like a genuine, like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
I didn't know that because I thought he was just, I mean, he looked, you know.
Oh, let's be honest. Hollywood could do a lot of things these days.
Exactly. But he genuinely is. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's totally cool.
Good for them.
Little thing I found out.
No, that's tight. I mean, on top of that, there's been tons of really cool tribute posters coming out, and they're all what you'd expect, completely badass and
all blue and orange.
Blue, orange. There's no. There's actually a really cool poster. It looks like it's painted, but it's Wonder Woman standing like on the top of the trenches, and kind of her W symbol.
So, I want to talk about the plot.
Go for it.
Well, I guess we've already done a lot anyway. Yeah. Spoiler even more.
Mm-hmm.
I hated when it was happening. I really hated when she just got up out of the trench and just started running across no man's land.
Why?
Because I was like, this is stupid and you're an idiot. You're going to get shot.
Yeah.
There's mines. You can't just... I understand this is like a superhero movie or whatever, but...
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't until later on in the movie that you realize that she's actually like a god or a demigod or at least. And I was like, fine, that makes
a little more
sense. But she didn't know that.
No, not yet at least.
Yeah, she was just like, I don't know. That was the first time in the movie when I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But it was I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Because like she could have, like, that shield is big, but it wouldn't have covered like her legs
or ankle, or
the side of her. You know?
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's probably the only problem I had with the movie, other than maybe...
That's fine to nitpick. I mean, honestly, because that's kind of, I don't know, what we do when movies come out. We find things that we love and we hate about it, and that's okay. But at the same time...
Everyone's a critic, right?
You know...
What are some things that you didn't like?
Yeah, I would say what I didn't like... So, the bad guy, like, whatever he was sniffing... I was trying to understand that, and it made him more powerful, but what did it ultimately do to him? I kind of wanted to learn more about that. And yes, it was like the science lady.
She was annoying. But
it was
good.
Yeah, it reminded me of the Avengers when they had that kind of devil guy thing. So, and again, I was like, well, so he's just able to walk in there and kill all these generals just that easy? There's no guards. There's nothing, you know.
I think another one of my two things were at the end when Ares shows up, shows who he is. Mm-hmm. I was like, man, this guy's like old.
Right.
He's too old. Like especially when he transformed into like his shielded and armored self, he should have like CGI'd it somehow or
something.
Like, it made him. He was still an old fogey in there. Yeah. I was like, wow, okay.
I heard a few people next to us kind of like laughing when they saw him, just kind of like what he looked like before, like his muscular whatever, and then now he's just standing in a suit in the middle of a runway. Yeah. So just kind of swiping his fingers, making things fly at her. So, yeah.
Also, all I could think about was Harry Potter.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Since he was
what was his name?
One of the headmasters, or
he was the werewolf.
That's right. Yeah, he like changed into something in the movie. Either way, a few things to nitpick, but also Chris didn't have to die that way, dude. I didn't think.
So I saw some discussion about this.
Okay,
you're talking about like how he could just fly it and then jump out.
Yeah.
Apparently, at that time, since the planes were so new,
right,
there would be people who were arguing that. You have to constantly be driving the plane.
Oh, okay, to operate it, keep it moving. Sure.
I guess, but I feel like you could let go and it could glide a little bit.
Yeah,
and then
because he kicked out a guy with a parachute, so they had to have had some kind of idea of
how would you ensure that you explode it.
I would just let a grenade loose in there and then jump out.
Did he have one though? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Or like a whole satchel of tomato grenades, you know? Whatever.
A tomato sack?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Like if you weren't sure that one grenade is going to do it, then take a whole bunch of them, sling them together, and drop it in the back. But I guess, you know, it's more heroic for him to die, and it had meaning. It made her powerful.
I actually really liked how they revisited the scene again with Clearer.
Yep.
And then she like became a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
I actually got goosebumps when that happened. I loved that so much.
Yeah, I did too.
I was so pumped when she got like all like,
yeah, I got goosebumps too.
It was awesome.
So, I mean, with that being said, the movie did a really good job of getting you hooked. And it got you drawn in, and it wasn't too overdone. So
it definitely hooked me in for Justice League.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I'm definitely interested now for sure.
Yep.
Whereas before I was like, yeah, I'll see it, but I have no stake in it.
For sure. Totally. What do we got more on the movies or on the shows?
There's a lot of Justice League cartoons and Marvel cartoons on Netflix.
Seriously,
that I've been meaning to watch actually. Like like cartoons like from like not kiddie cartoons but like general cartoons. like the Batman the Animated Series type.
Yes, with Luke Skywalker as the Joker.
Yeah, Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
And
that was his prime, dude. Like voice acting. That was
his, I would say, his kickoff.
Crown jewel of like becoming who he was or whatever, or I guess going into continuing that kind of genre.
Yes. Well, and he's kept that mantle. Like he's Joker to this day in video games and everything.
And in TV shows.
Yeah.
I forget what TV show it was. Maybe it was The Arrow? Or it was something else, but he was a
live action?
Yeah, I mean it was he was a Mark Hamill himself. He was a clown type of character, an evil that would kill people, but he was like a clown type of guy. So he kind of, I heard that Joker voice in his acting too.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
him and Kevin Conroy.
Yeah,
he was the guy who voiced Batman. He's also to this day in a lot of Batman media as Batman, so it's pretty cool.
That's cool. Sorry.
No, it's okay. But Netflix is really raking in the dollars.
Oh my gosh, they keep upping their monthly
ante.
Yeah, well that too.
But so basically, I was reading that currently they're spending about $7 billion per year.
Wow.
Like this past year, $7 billion on original content.
Mm-hmm.
But they're increasing it by $0.5 billion.
Jeez.
And it was interesting. The CEO, Reed Hastings, he said, our hit ratio is way too high right now, meaning their shows are too good. Like, there's too many successes.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm always pushing the content team. We have to take more risks. You have to try more crazy things because we should have a higher cancel rate overall. So he's arguing that they're not taking enough risks because if they were, they would be getting more cancellations.
Interesting.
That's a really, interesting, like,
I mean, that's his
view of things.
That's a mentality that obviously has got him where he is.
That's an Elon Muskism.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a Musket.
He's going to be on the top real. I mean, Stranger Things. Hello.
Like, one of my favorite shows of all time.
It's a great show, and it just blew up.
Season 2 is gonna feature more more horror parts.
Yep.
And it's gonna expand a little bit more in the town. I was reading.
Even still, though, with the amount of quote unquote horror that it had, there wasn't a lot, and I wasn't like itching for more. I was more or less like just like so drawn into the characters and
the overall
package. Thing. I wasn't like, I'm gonna see this because I want to get scared.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I was interested in just the plot.
Yeah, I was trying to explain to my old hotel manager.
Yeah,
she was like, I don't do horror, and I was like,
it's not really
this
horror.
show transcends all genres.
Yeah,
and everything.
Yeah,
it's just an amazing package overall, and you need to appreciate it. I don't care. Give a hoot.
I'm a doctor,
and I'm telling you, your prescription is Stranger Things. But it's interesting because they're slated to surpass ESPN.
Oh my god!
In spending, and ESPN is the big boy club.
Yeah,
or the only person in the big boy club.
Right.
And they're spending $7.5 billion yearly on creating content and getting the rights to air content. So, tennis matches, NBA, all that stuff.
What?
Monday Night Football.
Da-da-da-da. I don't know.
Da-da-da. Ooh.
Oh, what is that?
That was Fox.
That's
Fox. Yeah.
Okay, that is Fox. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I don't know what ESPN's is.
That's CBS football.
Oh, right, on CBS.
What the heck? Oh, Monday night. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, right.
Dun 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 dun. Tonight.
Dun dun dun.
Dude, one of my favorite things when I was a kid was the intro to Monday Night Football. They would have two CGI helmets.
Yes.
And they would crash together and it would explode with like confetti.
Yep.
I loved that so
much. Well, they
much.
still kind of do that kind of CGI stuff.
They don't really do that, though. The exact thing that I really liked. I'm going to write to ESPN, ABC Family Networks.
Let them know what you think, dude.
I'll be like, listen, you're number 2 in town now.
You know what? Soon there's going to be Netflix Zone instead of ESPN Zone.
Netflix
Zone
has got you. They're kicking you in the hide with a spur.
Yeah, like Disney World's not going to have ESPN Zone restaurants. They're going to have Netflix restaurants.
Well, I don't know about that, Gerald.
I actually, when I was with my dad,
Yeah.
that same trip that I told you about,
Yeah.
that I went to AOL,
And then what happened?
we actually drove by the Netflix headquarters. This was back in 2008.
Oh.
And it was very modest. I'm curious
Well,
what it's like now. Because it was like these, it almost looked like a housing community with like a Netflix sign that on the side of one of the buildings. And it wasn't like,
it was like, hey, just so you know,
yeah, we're Netflix.
just real quick, we're here.
Yeah. It wasn't like a Netflix campus, you know. I don't know what it's turned into now. Probably something, you know, $6 billion jillion worth.
Jerry, I don't think so. Listen, a company with that much money is not just going to go around spending nil-I.
Well, Apple's making a building that looks like one of their laptops because they can do that because they can make aluminum buildings and stuff.
I don't care. Is the touchpad going to be recreated? Is it going to be solar panels?
Yeah. If you've seen Apple Campus lately, it's nuts.
One infinity loop.
Truly, it's
Oh,
huge.
I know.
And actually, my uncle, on my dad's side, my dad's sister's husband is working on the AC system for the Apple Campus.
He's probably making a big buck.
He's happy.
Hey,
Hey!
you can't complain.
No. So that's kind of cool. Fun fact.
Have you played any awesome games lately?
I haven't. I've been watching a lot of people play awesome games lately.
You're one of those YouTube watchers.
Because I don't have time to sit and binge play most of the time.
You're multitasking, meaning you work while you watch.
Sometimes.
/ listen.
Sometimes. With my job, I can't really watch and do my job at the same time. It's when I have breaks. I guess like my lunch break, I sit and listen. Yeah.
Oh.
So I've only seen people play like Prey or other games.
Sure.
But what are you let me see.
Let us step this back.
Let us step this back to iOS. Speaking of Apple though, you had this one game that you played. Do you remember the name of it? That it was like that triangle head girl that you walk around and complete puzzles. Had really beautiful graphics and atmosphere.
Art direction.
Yeah. Type of thing. And I remember you saying you really like these type of things because you will spend money if they're beautiful like this.
I keep thinking it's called Journey.
Yeah, I think it was.
That was the PS4 game that was similar.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Journey was
but awesome as well.
Yeah.
Wasn't what I'm thinking of though.
Cinematically beautiful.
Shoot, what am I
stuff
thinking
like
of?
that. There's this iOS game that just came out and it actually won an award from Apple.
It's also Android and Steam.
Oh, okay. So there you go. It's available on both.
All the major platforms.
All the major platforms. It won Apple's 2017 Apple Design Award. Yeah. It's $4.99 in the App Store. I don't know what it is in Google Play and
Same thing.
Yeah. But it's beautiful. It's called Old Man's Journey. It's published by Broken Rules and what did you think?
Real quick, do you see the company name is Broken Rules?
Yeah.
GmbH.
Yeah.
Do you know what the GmbH means?
No.
I just learned this today.
What does it mean?
It's literally a direct translation of German to LLC.
Oh.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
GmbH?
Yeah, it's like, all right. GmbH is Gesellschaft mit beschränkter Haftung. I'm not even kidding.
I know German, but I don't even know what you just said. That was actually really good translation.
Gesellschaft mit beschränkter Haftung.
Don't know.
Which translated literally means company without limited liability.
Nice. LLC, dog. Tight. Knowledge.
Now you know.
The game is beautiful. Old Man's Journey. If you even just go to the website, oldmansjourney.com.
They have a great website.
Their website itself is like a game. It's unbelievable. Like, I'm just sitting here and it's cycling through all these different images. And in all honesty, $4.99 doesn't look to be too steep anymore. It's a beautiful game, all in all.
I'd agree with that. I haven't even played it, but from what I've seen, it looks very beautiful.
Puzzle based, exploring through life, and you're an old man, obviously, as the title explains. But you're going through life's journey, and you're kind of living
Does
through
your voice
him.
slowly turn to this, Jerry? I'm a fisherman.
I don't think there's actually any dialogue.
I know. Oh.
Oh, Bart.
Do people not talk when they're old?
No. You get,
Oh.
they just make noises and moan.
Oh.
Okay, Grandpa, I'll get you some water. Jesus. Now he wants milk.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh. Speaking of games, there's something really big that's been happening this week.
Guys, this is huge, okay?
Is it?
Anyone that's anyone knows and is going to be at E3
E3.
in Los Angeles, California. The Electronic Entertainment Expo.
Whoa.
Yeah, so seriously, biggest gaming event of the year.
E3.
E3.
That's tight.
Yep, it's where everything's, not everything, but it's the biggest showcase for exhibiting your upcoming releases, be it hardware, software, technology.
Yes.
But always surrounding gaming, typically, mostly.
Yes.
Yes. So I wanted to get into some things that, we should expect to see.
Totally.
Microsoft,
Okay.
producers of the Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
You know them.
I do.
The Green Boys.
The Green Boys.
They should be showing more Project Scorpio things.
Interesting. Tell me more.
Project Scorpio, if you don't know, is
Right.
Microsoft's current gen refresh, meaning it's still technically an Xbox One, but they're refreshing it with better, faster, harder stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah. And technically it's going to be more powerful than the PS4 Pro that came out last November,
Interesting.
which was PlayStation's mid-generation refresh.
Yeah. Do you still have a PS4 or do you have PS4
My
Pro?
PS4 died
No.
because of power fluctuations.
Really?
Yeah, and it was out of warranty, so I couldn't do anything about it. So I
Shoot.
bought a PS4 Pro.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I literally don't know the differences, but I've heard good
It's
things.
much more powerful.
Oh, pump you up.
Yes, it can do 4K and HDR gaming.
Jeez.
Yeah,
But you have to have 4K TV.
and an HDR TV.
Shoot. Mine's just
And
3D. So.
Mine's 1080p.
Well,
You know,
I bet it looks beautiful still anyway.
that's all I
so.
can do.
But more on Microsoft.
But it also has like boost for older games if available.
Okay.
But yeah, one of the bigger things is it's going to be 4K capable. Just like we were talking about with the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Currently, the Xbox One S is 4K capable, but otherwise, it's not that much, but not that different from the current Xbox,
Sure.
the
Okay.
original Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
But they're claiming that it's going to be the most powerful console ever built, and it sure seems like it. It's about 5 times more powerful than the original Xbox One, which blows my face off when you think about it.
That's nuts. 5 times.
Like it's the same console,
Yeah.
but it's a completely different console.
Essentially.
You know,
In essence, yeah.
like you can play a launch title on both, and I don't know. It's a weird thing for me,
Mhm.
having played video games for a long time,
Yeah.
having these mid-gen refreshes like this.
Yeah. I just can't keep up with it.
Part of me is pissed off because
Just spend all this money on this one now.
Right.
Shoot.
right. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But hey, likely we'll get a release name, like a final name for it, because right now it's just called Project Scorpio. And
Oh, it doesn't even have. It's not like Xbox One
correct, it's
Pro.
it's just called Project Scorpio.
Interesting.
Like PSVR was called Project Morpheus for a long time.
no way. I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
That's cool. I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
and hopefully we'll get a showcase of the horsepower behind it all.
So Apple, just as an aside, Apple just released some new iMacs that came out that have 4K and 5K capability. So all
5K.
these two of their two of their iMacs. So their 24-inch iMac is going to be 4K, and their 27-inch iMac is going to be 5K out of the box, which is nuts. Starting at $1,800. It's expensive. I'm sitting here with like a 2011 27-inch model right here. It's doing just fine. It's a little slow on the RAM, but it still looks beautiful. I just can't imagine what 5K looks like.
Yeah,
So
it does look new still.
all these companies are just constantly pushing out all this 4K, 5K stuff, and I can't keep up.
Yeah, I think honestly, The major jumps are 1080p,
Mm-hmm.
4K, and I don't think anything beyond that right now, even though it exists technically.
Right.
It's not worth investing in.
I think it was Samsung or No, I think it was Samsung that came out with a TV that was like OLED 4K something. It was curved.
Yeah, there's a few of those.
It's beautiful.
I think LG has one
Or
too.
LG. That's what it was.
I think they all have
That's beautiful.
a version
dude.
of that. Yeah.
I just can't imagine playing a game on that. That's
Well,
nuts.
it could be a reality.
That's what I'm saying. Eventually, everything's going to kind of steer towards that direction. And I remember being a kid when my parents got this 1080p TV. And
you were a kid?
I mean, I was in high school, I guess.
Oh, okay.
It was flat screen, but it wasn't completely flat in the back. But it was beautiful. Like back then.
Like a projector? Maybe?
It was almost projector, but flat screen projector.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a Sony and it had speakers built into the side.
Yeah, yeah.
That was nuts.
Yeah.
And the prices were crazy. But now it's just like, when can I give this thing away? Because it's just like a huge thing in the way.
Right.
They just keep making all these leaps and bounds, and Microsoft is, I mean, Bill Gates, dude.
Bill Gates, he's doing it.
Yeah.
Sony.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like most of the reveals are going to be more on the title games side of things,
Ooh,
less on the
yeah.
hardware type stuff.
I see a game that I really like here.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
Games we're sure to see. This is Greg's Garmpy guarantee.
Greg's guarantee.
Greg's game guarantee. Definitely we got a new Spider-Man title from Insomniac Games.
Nice.
They've teased this at past events, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get a big... Actually, no, we are. Insomniac confirmed on Twitter
Nice.
some rumors about it. And Insomniac has made Ratchet and Clank and Sly Cooper games.
Oh, yes.
I know Jerry's favorite game in the world is Sly Cooper.
Oh, seriously. It was.
Maybe we'll get a remaster or something if Crash does well.
That would be sick.
Naughty Dog and
Yeah.
Insomniac are like
Teaming up.
bro companies.
Cool.
Not teaming up, but
Well, they're like
friendly companies.
Sure.
We're definitely going to see more of the God of War game, new God of War game.
Yeah.
It's there's been a lot of speculation as to what this one is about, because the previous ones have always been, in ancient Greece,
Mm-hmm.
and this all of a sudden is showing a guy, God of War, same guy, basically just a great big bushy beard, and like in snow-covered mountains with like his son or something.
So it's like Game of Thrones style.
So I don't know. I don't know.
Interesting.
But apparently it's just like a spiritual successor, like sort of like a reboot to the series. They're starting a new path.
Wow.
And they're just like, hey, we ended that story. Now we're going to start a new one with this character somehow.
Interesting.
Maybe Viking mythology or Norse mythology instead of ancient Greek or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jumping back to ancient Greek mythology, Wonder Woman was like, ancient Greek mythology.
Yes.
But it wasn't too much in your face.
No.
Right?
No.
It was still cool because they brought it back to kind of, well, like, look, lady, there's a war going on and you guys are out here in the middle of nowhere and everything's fine.
Zeus protected you
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah. Sorry. Back to Sony.
No, it's okay. One of the things that I'm really looking forward to is the new Uncharted game.
Yeah.
It's going to be shorter than the previous games, but it'll still be a full game. Uncharted Lost Legacy, and it's going to be having Chloe Frazier,
Chloe.
the sexy brunette from 2, 3, and 4.
Yes.
And Nadine, the South African mercenary from 4.
Okay.
And they're going to be teaming up.
Wasn't Blake married to Chloe, or didn't they get married, or something? Or like he had like a ring from her, or some type of thing.
They were like
a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember like that was like the big thing in the recent one, the remastered something, where he was wearing a ring and like she asked him, "Why aren't you wearing it?" or something like that. And he's like, "Well, I'm just not ready."
Oh no, that's you're thinking of Drake and Elena.
Oh,
I think.
Never mind. Not Blake. Drake.
Yeah.
The other Ake.
Yes. Yes. I'm trying to think of
what her name was. She like a blonde chick or something?
That's Elena Fisher.
Okay.
That's Drake's
Yeah.
love interest and wife.
Great.
Spoiler alert. Don't care.
Another great title though that you're gonna say. Looks cool.
Really?
Yes.
Well, also Also of Naughty Dog fame. Naughty Dog's just all stars. I don't care what you say. One of the premier developers of our current time.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see Last of Us 2 stuff.
Nice.
Last of Us 1 was
a hit.
Probably one of the greatest games ever made.
Yeah.
And I loved it a lot, but it's so stressful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I haven't yet played through to get like
really
another full time. It's
I can't imagine what getting a prestige on that would be like, because it's already a stressful game just on regular mode.
Are you talking about a platinum?
Yes.
A prestige worldwide?
Yeah. What's the hard mode on that game called?
If it's like Uncharted, it's crushing.
Okay. That's a lot of zombies in your face, dude.
Yeah, and like you don't have like your listening ability.
Yeah, just hear through or see through walls or whatever.
Your shit breaks after one use. It's just like,
that's dumb.
I'm not trying to like actually
get stressed.
Yeah, like I already did it on easy and normal. But maybe I'll give it a go through and prep for Last of Us 2.
Just take a picture after you rip your hair out. Your face like that. He's making a face of pure and utter disgust and defeat.
Like I'm smelling the worst fart in the world, but also
pissed about it,
pooping, and like feeling good. Like it's a weird twist face.
It's a conundrum.
Conundrum paradox. Oh. So I also think PSVR is going to be pushed pretty hard.
Cool.
It's time now.
Especially with that recent game that you talked about.
Yeah, that. It's been out since October of last year, and so it's had time to, really, developers have had time to have it in their hands.
Marinated a little bit.
So let's do that joint.
Yeah. Push
out some new content. There's speculation there's going to be, there's a new Star Wars Battlefront 2 game that's coming out.
Yes.
And there's some speculation that there'll be a lengthy or full game available in VR.
Have you played the newest Battlefront very much?
Star Wars Battlefront?
Yeah.
I bought it from Redbox simply to get the VR mission.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even know the VR mission existed.
It was very late DLC.
Oh, okay.
It came out after Rogue One.
Gotcha.
Because it ties into Rogue One. It's like a little mini mission.
Nice.
Yeah, and you got K2SO1?
Yeah. Yep.
In it.
That robot, tall robot dude.
Yeah.
You're in a ship, I'm assuming?
An X-Wing.
What?
You fight, dude.
Oh my gosh. That's tight. I want to get a PSVR so bad. I keep seeing them. Occasionally I'll see them at Target.
First come over and try it.
Okay.
But yeah. Then old Nintendo will stand by.
Yep.
I'm hoping we get just inundated with a whole bunch of games.
That would be nice.
Because right now we're really only looking at Zelda,
Mario
Kart,
and Splatoon.
I don't think it's out yet. Is it?
They have controllers out for it, but I don't.
Splatoon 2, right? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. There's like a release chart showing what games are coming out, but some of them I'm like, I don't even know what this thing is.
Splatoon 2 is July 21st.
Okay.
But there's a game coming out very soon called ARMS, which is like it's like a fighting game, and
nice. And
they're like boxing, and everyone's arms are springs. So you punch, and like your arm goes like a mile. And it's got really good ratings, but it's only for you if you like fighting games. I'm not a huge fighting game guy.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go out and buy it, but yeah, I'm sure we're gonna see Super Mario Odyssey, because that's gonna be coming out for the Christmas holiday.
That looks beautiful.
And I really want all the IP to have a new refresh, like Kirby and Yoshi, and Donkey Kong.
Yes.
Hell, make another Pokemon Snap.
That would be hella tight.
Right?
Oh my gosh, I played that game so much.
Well, it would be cool because when you're holding the controller and with the Joy-Cons attached to the actual console, and you
move it around.
At least with Zelda, like when you're aiming your arrows, you use it to aim. So I can imagine holding it like an old-fashioned camera, and just like
that would be sick.
Taking a picture.
Yo, pitch that to Nintendo.
Yo, Nintendo, do this and that.
I'm typing to Nintendo
Signed,
right now.
Sealed, and delivered in yours. Electronic Arts.
But I take all credit for it.
Electronic Arts.
Continue.
I'm very excited for Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Uh-huh.
Mostly because we are getting a single-player campaign this time around, unlike last time.
Nice.
That's one of the reasons I didn't buy it at first and the last time. It was only multiplayer.
Yeah, exactly. That was my hesitation to even open it out of the box, dude.
I'm like, I don't have time to sit here and learn the game for 6 hours straight and lose to some 14-year-old who
exactly
had sex with my mother.
Oh,
You know?
moms, dude.
Yeah. He's a well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, Battlefront, because that was like the beauty of Battlefront when we played it on the PS2. You know, was that you had kind of like a campaign mode.
Yes, you were a clone commando, right?
I think you could have, yeah. I think you were.
Yeah.
I think like the multiplayer stuff. No, it wasn't multiplayer. It was like you were playing against AIs, right?
Yes.
And like all the missions where you're flying in space and stuff. Like I loved that.
So you can do with the first release of this, you could have played bots and AI, but you know,
well,
that's it.
Yeah.
And like that's the game.
Right. So now they're adding more content.
Now they're adding single player campaign, which is
awesome.
Super exciting for me. I love single player stuff.
And I love free roam stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah.
It's cool.
Then we come to, how do you say this?
I've heard multiple. I have
too.
I've heard Ubisoft and I've heard Ubisoft.
I think I switch every time I say it.
Why don't you make it Ubisoft?
Ubisoft.
There you go. That's 4 different ways.
Ubisoft.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to see South Park's The Fractured Butthole RPG.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's great. The Fractured Butt Hole. The Fractured Butthole RPG. This is their second RPG in South Park series. The first one was really highly rated, so should be good.
Awesome.
Definitely going to see more Far Cry 5. Which we talked about last week, and it's super exciting.
Dope.
And we're going to see the latest Assassin's Creed game, I'm telling you.
Okay, so I've played one of the Assassin's Creed. I don't remember which one it was, but I got so tired of jumping off the top of buildings into hay bales.
Why?
Because it was just the same thing. It's like, oh, there's another tower that I'm probably going to have to jump off of.
Yeah.
But the concept of the game was tight.
Which one did you play? Do you remember?
It was in some like Egyptian country.
Ooh, it must have been the first one.
It might have been, yeah, or at least the second one. Yeah, it was cool. The concept was great, but then again, it was like so.
They've gotten better.
Okay.
Yeah,
I saw someone playing the almost like the one where like the red coats and the blue coats type of era.
Was it
like Civil War?
Revolutionary War?
Or Revolutionary, yeah.
That's 3. It was okay.
Was it Assassin's Creed Revolution? Is that what it was called, or what was it called?
No, it was called 3.
No. Anticlimactic. What was it called? Revolution or Morpheus? No, just 3.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly what it was called.
Wow.
I wasn't sure when I said that. I thought there was like a tagline, Assassin's Creed 3 Revolution or something like that.
Sounds cooler than just.
But it was just Assassin's Creed 3.
Well, cool.
Idea was cool, but it was okay only.
Okay, but hopefully we get some more things to get us.
Oh, we will.
Have you seen the movie? Because I haven't.
No, so I was really excited because I thought it looked pretty decent.
I like the actors in it.
It looked pretty decent.
Yeah.
But then they messed up things like the animus from what I was seeing, and
got tons of Rotten Tomatoes.
So many non-organic tomatoes thrown at it.
Yuck. You know, we can't do non-organic.
If you don't understand this, then please refer to the key at the beginning of the episode.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Because like stuff like that, like I like when they make movies about games, but they really have to do it well. Otherwise, we're just going to lick our way out of it. You know?
We'll just be up. Hopefully Uncharted can change that again from last week, I believe.
Right.
And then finally, I don't know, did you ever play Rayman?
Yes.
Or Rabbids or any of those?
I did. I played Rayman, not Rabbids.
One of my favorite games recently is Rayman Legends.
Cool.
And it's so good. And it's also made by Ubisoft.
Rayman's the one where like his hands are detached.
Yeah, he's got like a purple body, head, detached hands, detached feet.
Whimsical.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah.
So Rabbids is a part of that lore.
It's like a spin-off, yeah.
Yeah.
Of like the little things that you fight in it.
They're like little rabbits with like spaces in their teeth, and they're like, ah.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So apparently there's rumor of this Rabbids Mario crossover game.
What?
Which is insane.
That's Nintendo and Ubisoft, dude.
I know. That would be a huge get for Nintendo.
Totally.
If they like locked down some Ubisoft property like that, or exclusivity deals. That could be a big push.
Nintendo's been doing a lot of things that's kind of been bringing them back up to life, like jumping on the Apple device with that Mario Jump game. That's partnering with Apple, which is big.
Yeah.
And then this huge milestone that they've accomplished by releasing the Switch, and just the outpour of, I need this thing because it's so dope, cityness, for that Switch device. And I think, just like you said, with this, it's a huge catch jumping in with Ubisoft,
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Did you buy Nintendo stock? Did you jump on that, Jenks?
I didn't, but I got a Switch.
So did I.
I've been playing Zelda, and
Do you like it?
hand on heart.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played a full Zelda game before. I apologize.
Me
everybody
either.
out there.
I'm sorry, me neither.
But I'm really trying with this one.
My friends growing up, they had the Zelda gold one, like
Cartridge.
gold cartridge.
Yeah,
I thought that was so cool.
Oh, it is.
I didn't know what the difference was about it. Was there like additional content?
No.
No.
Not
Oh,
back
okay.
then.
I just know they go for a lot now if they're in really pristine condition.
Yeah.
But that's seriously, that's my only. And Zelda, it's like the more cartoony version of Zelda.
Yeah.
Breath of Wind or something.
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful game, actually, with the style.
So this latest one, Breath of the Wild, is kind of a mixture of that art style and realistic,
Sure.
if that makes sense.
Totally. No.
They're like more, the proportions of characters are normal,
Right.
unlike bloated heads,
Yeah.
but it's still got like that paint cell shading
Cool.
kind of thing going on.
I've seen pictures. I haven't popped open the game yet. It's not my birthday until tomorrow, so I can't technically open this stuff until then.
Fine, happy birthday, Jerry.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Kill me into that every episode.
And even
Something.
every episode after, it's gonna be. It was my birthday
Till the next
yesterday, so
No, it's hard though. The game is hard.
is it?
Yes.
Okay.
All your weapons, they get degraded after usage. You gotta
Oh.
find new weapons,
Bummer. I didn't know that.
and it's just hard. Like
But that's a good thing
it's tough.
because it gives you something. It's not just something you can blow through,
Yeah, that's true.
So that it makes the game last longer. Have you been continuing to play? Speaking of games on new systems and stuff, with your VR, this is a whole nother genre with the PSVR. Have you been playing that space game a lot?
No.
What's it called?
Farpoint.
Farpoint. You haven't been playing a lot?
No, because I got the Switch.
Oh, okay.
I got the Switch, so I started playing that. I even got a game in the Star Trek Bridge Crew that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
I have that, and it's sealed,
dude,
because I have this. I have the Switch. I've been playing that.
That's what I'm saying. The Switch has just been making such a big wake, and Steph and I got super lucky when we ran into that Best Buy that just had 7 of them, and we were the 7th person in line.
Yeah,
I mean, there's signs everywhere. Like in Target, it's like, "We're sorry, we are still out of stock." When they come in stock, you will see these shelves full. It's like,
yeah, I'm willing to bet they're gonna get a push like around November, October, maybe.
Sure. Yeah, for Christmas and stuff.
Everyone, all the parents can buy all the Christmas gifts.
Yeah,
and just give Nintendo, jump into the next year.
And I will agree with that for the Switch, but that was supposed to happen for the Nintendo, that little original Nintendo,
the NES thing,
the NES. They were supposed to have this big push before Christmas.
I don't understand
with stock, and I swear every single day, it was like every Wednesday, Walmart would restock it on their website. Several times I had it in my cart, but then for some reason it was like, "We're sorry, our systems are overloaded. Please wait."
Just make sure you're on top of the SNES.
Yeah,
when they do that.
I cannot. I have to, because I missed the NES, and now everyone's selling these $79 consoles for like $400, $500.
When you can just get an emulator and play it for free on your computer.
Exactly. It was the idea of it was awesome. Unfortunately, it had so many things that were just wrong with it. Like the controller cable was short. Like,
I didn't know anything about it.
You had to buy an extender just to play
really?
it. Yeah, because otherwise you were just like standing 4 feet away from your TV, and it's like, okay, even when I was a kid and I had this thing, the cable wasn't that short.
Oh hell no! It was 6 feet.
Yeah, because I was sitting in my bunk bed playing my my NES
without. Yeah.
But Nintendo, I feel like that's been the major topic of this podcast. They are making strides, to say the least.
Definitely.
They're just crushing the game.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep up with the momentum.
I want them to
because they had a lot with the Wii.
Totally.
The original Wii.
Yep.
And it just...
It fell. It fell on its booty.
On its butt.
Oh!
Thanks, you rabid.
So I liked the Wii U, and I remember having my parents like totally look into getting this thing and us playing it together because my mom loved the Wii workout thing.
Yeah.
And then they came out with the Wii U with the screen and stuff.
Yeah.
But Mario Party was like, well, you have to get a lot of people. No, okay, it was cool unless you had a ton of people.
Say it. It was...
Dude, I can't do it.
Say it, please.
It was shitty.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It was horrible.
It sucked because you had to have a ton of players. There wasn't anything you could do just like with 2 people.
You know what? That's something else I want to see. Damn it. I want to see a revamped Mario Party 11.
I want to see a revamped Super Smash.
Which there is speculation of.
There is. Tons. So. It's been speculated for a long time, though, I will say.
Now's the time to put up.
Oh, shut up.
Nintendo. Female Nintendo.
I feel like we're screaming a lot of these companies. I hope they hear us.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Nintendo. Sponsored by Sony. Sponsored by Ubisoft.
Thanks, Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates. And Apple.
Apple and Netflix.
And Netflix and chill, dude. Come on.
I'm serious.
ESPN.
I'm personally sponsored by Gal Gadot.
Are you?
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. Israelis, dude.
Well, no, I'm Persian.
I'm a doctor, I know.
Here's the deal.
Okay.
Did you know that the Libya refused to show any screenings of Wonder Woman because she's Israeli?
I didn't know that.
That's fucked up.
That's really messed up. Why?
Because she's Israeli and they're Arabs.
Man, it's a movie.
Well,
you know, we get into some contradicting things on this.
Tune in tonight for contradicting views on the JpeG podcast. For real, though. It's been great.
It's been good.
Talked about Wonder Woman. We loved it. We talked about Netflix. We love it.
ESPN, yo.
ESPN E3.
Yes.
ESPN 3?
ESPN 3, dude. And a beautiful iOS game called Old Man's Journey. Check it out.
Greggy wants you to
see this grandpa, I swear, he just keeps coming in. I don't know how he gets in here.
Hey, Jerry!
Get out, dude!
Jerry, I want a peanut butter sandwich!
How are you in here? Where'd you come from? Seriously.
Oh, Cotton Eye Joe let me in.
Folks, we're gonna have
get
to
out of here, Michael.
Get out!
Oh, Greg, fuck you. You always kick me out.
What, his name's Michael?
Yeah. My name's Michael.
Michael, how'd you get on the microphone?
Well, I spun it around. Leave, Michael.
Michael, we told you.
Fine. I'll be waiting with you for a fire poker.
You know what, that Michael character. How does he even get up into this place?
Just make sure to check out the JpeGpodcast.com.
Thank you.
And
Get out. I think he's
shut the door on your ass.
On your own ass.
Don't let it hit your ass on the door going out.
Dude, that was raw. That was good. On that note, thank you everyone for listening.
We had a great time. It was fun.
Fantastic time. My name is Jerry.
Greg.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.